Texas is not backing down in its fight against the Biden administration over the border. The state is in a legal battle over its use of razor wire along the border.
Governor Abbott hosted 13 other Republican governors to show them what the state is doing to stop the record number of migrants crossing the southern border.
Supreme Court order allowing federal agents to start removing it. Mr. President, you say you want to secure the border? Texas has secured it. Leave it alone. We don't need you down here. Governor Abbott said in an interview that Texas is prepared for any conflict between state and federal authorities. Texas now receiving support from 25 Republican governors, all backing Governor Abbott's border actions, blaming the Biden administration for the crisis. They wrote, "We stand in solidarity with our fellow Governor Greg Abbott and the state of Texas in utilizing every tool and strategy, including razor wire fences, to secure the border. We do it in part because the Biden administration is refusing to enforce immigration laws already on the books and is illegally allowing mass parole across America of migrants who entered our country illegally." Meanwhile, an increasing number of Republicans seem to be losing enthusiasm for a congressional border security deal. Speaker Mike Johnson expressed on Friday that leaked details about the plan have led him to believe it would not gain traction in the House. This sentiment follows former President Donald Trump's statement that a border deal at this time would benefit Democrats. Although immigration remains a key concern for voters, some Republicans are pressing for immediate action. "I think they should try to get something done. That's my personal opinion. But regardless of whether they do or not, there's actions that the president can take right now to help the governor instead of working against." Governor Brian Kemp, a senior Customs and Border Protections, or CBP, official, informed Fox News on Friday that the Border Patrol currently has no intentions to remove the razor wire installed by Texas along the southern border. Despite an ongoing legal dispute between the state and the administration, the official emphasized the CBP's robust relationship with Texas. While this issue plays out in the courts, the relationship between Border Patrol, Texas DPS, or Department of Public Safety, and TMD, Texas Military Department, remains strong, the official said. "Our focus is and will always be the mission of protecting this country and its people. On the ground, we continue to work alongside these valuable partners in that endeavor." That sentiment was echoed by the Border Patrol Union, which, in a lengthy statement, dismissed the idea that the Border Patrol agents could start arresting Texas National Guard members. The National Border Patrol Council, on X, formerly Twitter, stated that Texas National Guard, TXNG, members and rank-and-file Border Patrol, or BP, agents collaborate and respect each other's duties. They emphasized that if TXNG members receive lawful orders, they must adhere to them. The statement highlighted the acknowledgement and respect rank-and-file Border Patrol agents have for Texas's efforts in defending their state amidst the challenges stemming from the Biden administration's policies. It emphasized the absence of conflict between BP agents and the Texas National Guard, Governor Abbott, or Texas DPS, contrary to sensationalized reports. Despite media attention, the statement clarified that there is unity and collaboration amongst these entities, underscoring the shared commitment to their mission. Here's a timeline of key events in an increasingly tense dispute between Texas and the federal government. March 2021. Abbott initiates Operation Lone Star to tackle smuggling into Texas amid a worsening border crisis attributed to Biden policies. However, subsequent analysis by the Texas Tribune, ProPublica, and the Marshall Project revealed that many touted successes of the operation were exaggerated. July 2022. The Justice Department is reportedly investigating Operation Lone Star for potential civil rights violations. According to the Texas Tribune, officials disclosed that the DOJ is examining whether the operation breached Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibits discrimination based on race, color, or national origin in federally funded institutions. March 2023. The El Paso Times reported that the installation of razor wire along 60 miles of the border lacked proper federal authorization. June. Mexico urged the U.S. to remove Texas's razor wire and proposed buoys from the Rio Grande, citing obstruction and runoff deviation into Mexican territory. The U.S. denied authorization for Texas's actions. July. Trooper Nicholas Wingate described receiving inhumane orders in a July 3rd email, including pushing migrants, including children and mothers, back into the Rio Grande, according to the Associated Press. July 7th. Texas begins installing floating barriers to block transit across the river. July 24th. Following the rollout, the federal department sued Texas, citing humanitarian concerns and lack of permission for installing buoys. USA Today reported on migrant children injured by razor wire shortly before the lawsuit. August. 2 migrants found dead near Eagle Pass in the Rio Grande. One body stuck on buoys. Texas officials claim drowning upstream. December 1st. A federal appeals court orders Abbott to remove the buoy barrier. December 18th. Abbott signs a law criminalizing illegal entry and approves $1 billion for border barriers, despite criticism and opposition. January 11th, 2024. Texas assumes control of Shelby Park in Eagle Pass, sparking tensions with federal government. The city's mayor receives a letter from DPS stating it was done under a state disaster declaration, against the city's wishes. January 13th. Representative Henry Cuellar, D-Tex, accuses Texas of allowing children to drown in the river. January 22nd. The Supreme Court allows federal authorities to continue removing razor wire at the border. January 24th. Abbott issued a statement contesting federal government authority on the matter. January 25th. Multiple GOP governors and Trump support Abbott's stance, advocating for states to deploy guards to Texas to curb illegal entry. As the showdown escalates between Texas and the federal government over border control, political alliances are tested and tensions run high. Will this clash redefine the landscape of immigration policy, or will compromise emerge from the fray? Stay tuned as the border saga unfolds. Meanwhile, show some love by hitting the like button and subscribing for more compelling content. Your support